Welcome to Frame Dropped. Life is Strange 2 is around the corner. If you haven't played the first one but want to know what it's about and whether you'd like it, this video is just for you. Life is Strange is a narrative, choice-driven adventure game, where your choices can influence the development of the story. If you played Telltale or David Cage games, you know what I'm talking about. If not, don't worry, I'll explain the basic concept in a short while. But first, let's start with the story. Life is Strange was originally released as 5 different episodes, and the footage you'll see in this video is only from the first one in order to avoid spoilers. The game is set in the fictional town of Arcadia Bay in Oregon and is told from the perspective of 12th grade photography student Max Caulfield. After one of her classes, Max goes to the restroom, only to witness classmate Nathan Prescott murder another student. In an attempt to save her, Max inexplicably develops the ability to turn back time and finds herself back in the classroom, experiencing the exact same lecture again. With her newly gained superpower, Max manages to save the girl, which turns out to be her childhood friend Chloe. The story then explores Max's life as a student at Blackwell Academy, her friendship to Chloe, and strange things that are happening around Arcadia Bay, such as the disappearance of another student, Rachel Amber, and visions that Max experiences about the destruction of the entire town. As with other choice-driven games, the focus lies on the narrative story, and raw gameplay is always secondary. While interacting with other characters, you are often prompted to decide what to say or what to do, and your choices can influence the outcome of the story. You can also compare your choices to those of other players at the end of each episode, which, by the way, can be completed in about 2 hours, so definitely in one sitting. The main difference to other similar games is the ability to turn back time almost whenever you want and change your initial decision. You can even do this with major important decisions. At first, this may seem as your actions won't really have consequences, because you can change them anyway, but you only get the immediate reactions of other characters and still can only guess the long-term effect they have. And when you progress and leave the area, your choice is set in stone. This interesting gameplay mechanic also serves another cause. Sometimes you initially don't know the right answer in order to achieve what you want, and after you gain the knowledge, you can rewind time and go through the same dialogue again in order to unlock new options. As with every choice-driven game, some of the dialogue can be quite cringy.
She looks super happy. She looks super sad. She looks super stoned.
But this can arguably also be a good thing, because you have the choice to select dumb answers. But just be aware if it bothers you.
Come on over here, please.
Hell no! Life is Strange is also a very relaxing game. Although you have more actual gameplay interaction, as in, let's say, a Telltale game, it often gives you time to simply sit down and think, which I believe is just wonderful and should be done way more often. So the game also lets you explore lots of stuff, but always at your own pace. Without spoiling anything, if you want a game with 50 different endings depending on your choices, maybe this game isn't for you and you should probably try Heavy Rain or Detroit. When I played Life is Strange for the first time and got to the end, I was pretty disappointed because it was obvious that all the choices that I carefully considered didn't matter at all. But if you can accept that fact and want to play the game because of its well-written narrative, and also like relaxing games where you decide the pace, you should definitely give it a go. And maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but if you want to play the sequel, Life is Strange 2, I recommend that you play the episodes when they come out and don't wait for the entire package. The wait and hype between the release of 2 episodes lets you get more attached to the characters, similar to an episodic TV show versus a single film. And if you do, tell us if you enjoyed it in the comments below. If you liked this video, a like and a subscription would be highly appreciated. See you next time!